Welcome to the 2012 Community Breakfast. I'd like to start by recognising that the main campus of the University of Guelph is situated on traditional territories, those that belong to the Atawandaran people, and offer my respects to our neighbours, the Haudenosaunee and the Anishinaabe and the Métis. This is our opportunity to celebrate the start of the academic year and to honour those people who have made significant or long-lasting contributions to the University of Guelph. We have many people here who are celebrating some milestones: 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, 40 years, and just a few of you even more. So I'd like to ask everyone who is celebrating 25 years or more, everyone, just to stand up and be recognised by us all. Would you all stand up? Thank you for your incredible, absolutely incredible service and support of the University of Guelph. It's also a chance to experience the new field house. I think you'll all agree this is really quite an amazing facility, and with the new cover that goes on the synthetic turf, it's a lot safer than it was in the dome. I hope you're just as impressed as I am, but there are in fact a number of other facilities that we have opened or are opening, and I hope that you'll get the chance to go and see those too. I'd like to thank our sponsors for the community breakfast, in particular Serene Condominiums, who are launching their mid-size condos in the south end of Guelph this year. Serene share a commitment to sustainability, healthy living and environmental stewardship that are key values also held here at the University of Guelph, and I'm very pleased to acknowledge their support of our food today. I'd like to offer a particular welcome to Karen Farbridge, Mayor of the City of Guelph and 3 times alumna of the University of Guelph. It's a pleasure, Karen, to have you here at the breakfast. Thank you for taking the time, and I'd like to ask you to come forward and say a few words.
Good morning. I'm very pleased to be here to celebrate the launch of a new academic year, both as the Mayor of the City of Guelph, but also as an alumni of the City of Guelph. This is my opportunity to thank all of you, faculty, staff, students, for all the contributions that you make on campus, in our community, and to our society as a whole. I really believe we are so much a part of each other, and that's expressed in our shared values. And those values are expressed in the city's vision to make a difference, not only in our own local community, but around the world, which aligns so well with the University of Guelph's Better Planet project. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank the university for the many varied partnerships that we enjoy. These partnerships help us at City Hall achieve our mission to build an exceptional city with exceptional services and programs. Thank you for the excellence of this academic and research institution. It's because of the excellence of this institution that you attract the best and the brightest to our community. And whether they stay for a short period of time or whether they establish deep roots in this community, they bring an enormous and priceless energy and creativity to our community. So thank you for growing the local economy. Thank you for contributing to the culture and heritage of this community. And thank you for making a difference every day. And it's in that spirit of making a difference, I have one request of you this morning, and I am shamelessly taking advantage of a large captive audience this morning. We have much to be proud of as a community, but there's one area that Guelph does not rank well, and that's in organ and tissue donation and the registration of that. With only 26% of eligible OHIP card holders registered in Guelph, we rank 82nd in the province. And as you may know, I'm very proud of all the things that we do as a community where we rank in the top 5 and often in the top 1. For instance, we're the safest city in Canada 5 years running. So I would ask you today, please take 2 minutes of your time. Go online to beadonor.ca. So it's very simple. It just takes 2 minutes. You just need your name and your OHIP number. And participate in what is called the Gift of 8 campaign, and I'm helping to promote it in our community. And it's called the Gift of 8 because one donation can save up to 8 lives. So please help all of us put Guelph on the map for being one of the best cities, not only safest cities, not one of the best to live, but one of the best cities in Ontario for organ and tissue donor registration. So thank you for paying attention to that, and enjoy your breakfast, and all the best for a great year. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. At this time of year, we also recognise staff who have made extraordinary contributions to the university. These are done through the President's Awards for Exemplary Staff Service. A lot of people were nominated, and I'd like to ask all of the nominees, please, would you stand so that we can recognise you? All of the people who were nominated for the... Don't be shy. Please, all of you stand up. And if I could ask those people who are the winners in those categories to come forward to the side of the stage, please, as now. That's good, good, very good. Some of you are actually responding. I'd like to recognise and thank the committee who have been involved in choosing this year's recipients. Marg Whiting, Deb Stacey, Lee West, Virginia McLaughlin, Kerry Lissamore, Linda Haruska, and Kayla Barda. Thank you for going through all of the nominations that we received. So let me begin then with the first Award of Excellence, and this is in Health and Safety. And ask Mary Fowler if she would stand forward. Come in. Stand up. Mary, as many of you will know, comes from the campus animal facilities, and for her, safety always comes first. She knows that the potential for safety problems in her area are very high. Her approach is to be quite forthcoming with all of the information that relates to safety and involves staff with any ongoing investigations. Mary's exceptional communication skills ensure that everyone is comfortable and aware of safety issues. She's a very active member of the Joint Health and Safety Committee, has been a skilled spokesperson in the department, and encourages staff to participate in continuing education and certificate courses. Mary is knowledgeable, approachable, takes concerns seriously, and offers compassionate support to the staff of the campus animal facilities and indeed to the entire university. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary Fowler. If I could ask Premila Savasivan to step forward, please. Premila is receiving the Community Service Award. Her passion for helping others has been described as being the person who is the ultimate volunteer. She epitomizes the very spirit of this award, and it's a great pleasure to recognize her generous spirit and leadership. Premila has been the unassuming driving force behind several charitable events and initiatives on campus and in the community. She's an active volunteer with the university's United Way campaign, has supported the tsunami relief in Sri Lanka, participated in charity runs, contributed to Haiti relief and Onward Willow, and is a champion of the food bank. Premila is an incredible supporter of new Canadians and others in need, whether she is collecting food, clothing, and household items, or spearheading a fundraising initiative for a friend who suffered a severe spinal cord injury. As the lead for the university's human body donation program, Premila's compassion and personal commitment to donors and their families is truly outstanding. She consistently goes beyond the call of duty in everything that she does. And Premila has asked that this award actually be dedicated to the memory of a friend, a local community volunteer who passed away last week, Diana Grace Costa. Ladies and gentlemen, Premila Savasifan. The next award is the Hidden Hero Recognition Award, and we have a tie in this category, and actually we have one true hidden hero because Barb Mitterer from the Department of History was not able to be here today, so she really is a hidden hero. But I do want to read out the citation because clearly Barb deserves to be recognized. Barb is the cornerstone of the entire history department. As the longest-serving member of the department, Barb has an impressive institutional memory. She has earned respect from other units on campus and understands all, underlined all, of the university's procedures and structures so well that she has often worked out the solution to a looming problem long before others even become aware of it. One colleague said, "She can answer every question, and you can always count on her, even if she has to take extra time or trouble. She is a rare gem. Her door is always open, and she goes out of her way to make sure that everyone feels welcomed in the department. For all this, she never seeks recognition or reward. She may be a hidden hero, but there is no doubt from the overwhelming support of her nominators that she is truly appreciated." Our second hidden hero is Mary Ellen Clark from the Department of Pathobiology. Mary Ellen exemplifies the hidden hero because although her work is behind the scenes, she does truly have an enormous impact on lives and the research of graduate students and research programs in pathobiology and in other departments across the campus over the past 12 years. Although she is the sole technician in a diverse laboratory, she also takes on many tasks outside her own job description, from handling horses and cows and talking to cats to socialize them. I have to say, I need you back at my house. My cat does not like me. I try to give it pills and it's taken against me quite seriously. Mary Ellen is always tactful and polite. She puts up with messy students, tidies up their loose research ends, and has bailed out graduate students and faculty when deadlines have been a serious problem. Her understanding and reassuring approach makes the laboratory a welcoming place for new graduate and undergraduate students. She has never tooted her own horn about her accomplishments in the lab, yet she and her trainees have a very impressive list of successes. It is this quiet, yet truly effective approach that makes Mary Ellen a hidden hero. Congratulations. So the next is the Innovative Leadership Recognition Award, and I'd like to ask Jason Morton if he would stand forward. He's obviously not very well known. In recent years, Jason Morton has helped to transform the University of Guelph Alumni Association. He has been at the center of a reshaping of the vision for a model for the alumni-university relations, which has been catalyzed by his enthusiasm and energy and realized by his creative support. Jason is credited with helping to forge a situation in which the UGAA leadership and the staff of Alumni Affairs and Development are truly two sides of the same coin in their shared commitment to strengthening the University of Guelph and serving its students and alumni. Jason recognizes that leadership and innovation start with looking beyond what is working right now and towards what will work in the future. He applies his passion and extraordinary professional talent to inspire, lead, and motivate his teams of staff and volunteers alike. And it's a great pleasure to recognize your leadership through this award. Congratulations. The Exemplary Team Recognition Award goes to a team from the School of Languages and Literatures, Angelina Candotti, Marie-Christine Forge, and Joanne Scheuer. Can you step forward, please? Sometimes a team can be much like a family. That's definitely the case for the School of Languages and Literatures, where Joanne, Marie-Christine, and Angelina create a welcoming workplace for staff, faculty, and students in the school. Every day, they do their utmost to create a friendly, positive, and respectful environment. Their unfailing good humor and their support of faculty, sessionals, graduate and undergraduate students, and invited speakers sets the tone for the whole school. In particular, their outstanding commitment to the school's international internship program and the support they provide to new interns is recognized and appreciated by colleagues. Their positive attitude and cooperative example inspire those around them. They are viewed as the very glue that holds the school together. Congratulations. The Service Excellent Recognition Award goes to Jane Miller from Counselling and Disability Services. Providing personal and compassionate support to the students who visit the Counselling and Disability Services is a priority for Jane Miller, no matter how busy she is. As the client coordinator, Jane greets all students as they arrive at the front desk. Some of those students are feeling overwhelmed and distressed, but Jane responds with incredible sensitivity, tact, and professionalism. She guides them to the services they need and helps them to develop an action plan on the spot. Students ask specifically for Jane because she makes them feel so welcome and cared for and puts them at ease and offers that same caring approach to everyone. Behind the scenes, Jane is the ultimate coordinator of the entire office. Staff have a great deal of respect for her work, and they trust her to provide good advice and helpful direction. Jane's commitment to serving the students she helps motivates and inspires others to excel in customer service. She is absolutely the embodiment of service excellence, and we are very pleased to recognize her in giving this award. Congratulations, Jane. And last, but by no means least, the University Spirit Award goes to Kim Best from the Department of Biomedical Sciences. Okay, so you're going to have to forgive me. Kim is one of the first people that I met when I came to the university 24 years ago, and I'm quite likely to cry as I'm reading this. Despite the incredibly growing demands of her job, Kim Best continues to make extraordinary contributions every year as the local departmental representative on the United Way campaign. She is one of the most active United Way volunteers in the OVC, organising numerous departmental and college events to raise money. Her energy and enthusiasm are infectious. This year, despite the challenging financial climate, the United Way campaign in biomedical sciences greatly exceeded its target and raised a record level of support. Notably, Kim's commitment did not end when the fall campaign finished. She promptly set about setting up monthly fundraising lunches in the department so that she could have a head start on the 2012 campaign. Everyone appreciates Kim's energy and spirit and her significant contributions to the OVC and to the wider university community. Congratulations, Kim. Ladies and gentlemen, would you just join me in giving one more round of applause to all of the award winners? I'm going to ask Serge Desmarais to come forward and present the Undergraduate Academic Advising Medallion.
Good morning to you all. I'm pleased to be here today to present the 2012 Excellence in Undergraduate Academic Advising Medallion on behalf of the Council on Undergraduate Advising. And may I ask Jerome Chang to be right here. Thank you. Yet another person that nobody knows. Established in 2003 to recognize high-quality academic advising, the Excellence in Undergraduate Academic Advising Medallion is awarded annually to an individual who has been nominated by undergraduate students as having made an outstanding contribution to academic advising at the undergraduate level. Past recipients include Dr. Jim Atkinson, Linda Allen, Valerie Allen, Dr. Nathan Perkins, Dr. Stephen Lynch, Dr. Peter Conlon, and Professor Jane Launderville. Jerome Chang has been nominated as the 2012 recipient of the Excellence in Undergraduate Academic Advising Medallion, and Jerome has been the program counselor for the Bachelor of Arts and Science degree since 2007. He was nominated for the medallion by senior Bachelor of Arts and Science student Nicole Ward, and his nomination was broadly supported by other students in the program. Each of the letters written for this nomination indicated that in carrying out his program counselor responsibilities, Jerome is supportive, flexible, professional, and approachable, and I certainly can attest to all these things myself. They indicated that he builds a strong rapport with his students and also dedicates himself to serving potential students. Those who wrote letters raved about how Jerome's able to both make his students feel entirely comfortable in discussing doubts or uncertainties, while providing them with extensive information and resources without overwhelming them. His approach was said to be, and I quote, to stay realistic without ruling out any options, hopes, or dreams. Jerome's nominators were also appreciative of his efforts to humanize even their email contact by including at least one inspirational YouTube video. You don't do that with me. Okay, that's okay. Or he even provides suggestions for a great place to check out in Guelph on every note that he sends. Jerome's nomination made it very clear that he exemplifies the very qualities that this award was established to recognize. So on behalf of the Council of Academic Advising, I'm pleased, very pleased indeed, to present the 2012 Excellence in Undergraduate Academic Advising Medallion to this very deserving recipient, Jerome Chang.
Thank you, Serge. The University of Guelph is a remarkable place to live and work. We are a community that cares about each other, cares about our academic programs, cares about our campus environment, and cares about our community. We care about making a difference in Guelph and in the world around us. It is the people who work at the institution, the way in which we all work together, that makes us different. The University of Guelph could not function without your support and the work that every one of you does. It doesn't matter whether you are a graduate student assistant, a building mechanic, a staff member in one of the service units, a faculty member, a chair or director, a student, a member of the board, or a member of the administration. It is your part in this collective of people that is so important to the way that we work together and the way that we continue to grow and develop as an institution. So we are here to celebrate the start of a new school year. The first sign that the year is about to begin is always the appearance of brightly coloured T-shirts that recognise orientation volunteers, followed, of course, by move-in. This year, the T-shirts are red, and the tagline is all about exploring orientation. On move-in day, the weather was warm, perhaps too warm for all of those volunteers moving all of the belongings into residence. But I would like to thank the more than 700 orientation volunteers who returned to make move-in a success. They did an amazing job. But so also did the staff and faculty who work with them and help prepare for the start of the semester. So, of course, as we begin the new year, it's time to look back and see where we've come from and look forward to the year ahead. Despite all of the challenges that have been thrown at us, and there really were a number of challenges last year, the University of Guelph manages to defy the odds. We managed to be a very close-knit community, even though we now have close to 20,000 students on the main campus, 3,000 students at Guelph Humber, and 1,000 in our regional campuses. Including our regional campuses and research stations, we have almost 5,000 full and part-time staff, 800 faculty, and close to 2,500 teaching assistants and sessionals. That's an enormous number of people, and sometimes when you live in a place day to day, all you see are the challenges before you and the changes that need to be made. It's sometimes difficult to stand back and appreciate just how fantastic the University of Guelph is. But visitors to campus are immediately struck by the different atmosphere here. Every year, our students vote to say that Guelph has the best atmosphere across the country. And those of us who are fortunate enough to meet people outside the institution hear all the time that the university is different. We hear that the atmosphere or the collegiality or the spirit is different here. The deans of science across the country comment on the innovations in our curriculum. Presidents in other universities ask me about why there's such an entrepreneurial spirit here and express jealousy that we can do so well in teaching and research, and that our faculty and staff unions at this university are looked upon by those unions and associations outside with envy. So why is it? What is it that makes us different, and without any sense of bias, frankly, better? I believe the reason is very simple. If you look around you, everywhere here there are teams of people who work together. From the teams of folks who set up the new field house for breakfast today and will change it in a microsecond so that we can actually welcome the new students, taking away all of the tables, resetting all of the chairs so that it's all ready for 12 o'clock. To the teams of enthusiasts who work in centres and institutes, from the fantastic hospitality crew who prepared and served breakfast to numerous intramural and varsity teams, and of course for us today. From the graduate teaching assistants to peer helpers, from the union executives to clinicians in the veterinary teaching hospital, and from undergraduate and graduate societies and clubs to the host of departments, schools, and units across campus. Everywhere there are teams of people, groups that cross departments and units, groups that work inside and outside the university, groups who just want to be part of this incredible organism that we call the University of Guelph. And every bit of it, every team, every group, every individual matters. We are different from other universities because we work so well together. That caring attitude helps us raise more money for United Way, or for the Maasai Project, the Bracelet of Hope campaign, or for the emergency food packing event that will happen next Saturday. In fact, whether it's in teaching or research or in our volunteer activities and community engagement, people at the University of Guelph can truly say they strive to make this a better planet. 2 years ago, we launched the Better Planet Project publicly. Our campaign designed to be able to speak about the things that students, faculty, and staff do at this university to make this a better planet. And of course, in doing so, persuade people who have rather large bank accounts to support the initiatives and programs that we already have underway here. I'm really pleased to say that we have raised more than $140 million towards our $200 million goal. And we expect to celebrate success on the campaign in June 2014, when the university will be 50 years old. That means there are 20 months to go, and for those of you who are mathematicians, you've worked out we need to raise $3 million a month, every month between now and June 2014. But I have to say, with the fantastic team that we've got in Alumni Affairs and Development and across the university, I have no doubt that we will do that. To date, the monies that we have raised have been directed towards the support of students through scholarships to help them afford their education or for them to travel for international experiences, support of unique programs like the first-year seminar program, our Centre for Students with Disabilities, or Student Volunteer Connections, support of new facilities, the renewal of the School of Engineering, athletics, and the OVC, and support of a number of research initiatives, and I'd like to highlight just one, the Gosling Research Institute for Preservation of Endangered Plants, GRIP, is the acronym, and it is based on the fact that we are the people who will repopulate North America with the elm tree and probably be able to deal with a number of other species that are currently being threatened by various diseases. It is clear that the Better Planet Project has a message that is resonating. We are all about well-being, every aspect of life, from the food we eat, to the health of those around us, to the quality of our environments, to the vibrancy of our social, cultural, economic, and political communities. And at this time in the world's history, there are some very challenging and perplexing problems about sustainability of life, from the atom to the ecosystem, from the spoken word to the art form, from the essence of sustainable business practice to elements of corporate and individual responsibility. All of these are vital challenges, and in every single one of them, the University of Guelph is working to make a difference. By seeking support from entrepreneurs, philanthropists, and corporations with a clear commitment to social and ethical responsibility, we can transform the rate with which we make contributions to this planet. And this year, I'm asking every one of you to be engaged. We will be launching an internal campaign to engage more of you. In fact, it would be my dream that we engage the whole community in supporting the development of something at the intersection of Gordon and Stone, the entrance to the university. We plan to ask Fastworms, faculty in the School of Fine Art and Music, with the stellar reputation as the best public sculpture artists in the country, to create something for us that will represent the entrance to the University of Guelph, a griffin. And we want to make this a symbol of the entry to the university and create it around it a garden. I hope that you will want to join us in making this happen. Of course, with all of the good news, we've got some serious internal challenges too. We have managed to deal with a number of them, but we have lots more on the horizon. We have developed and published the second version of our integrated plan, the document that will guide the university for the next 5 years. We are set up to capitalize on a special funding envelope that the province wants to direct towards innovation in teaching and learning. And we have leadership positions in online education, credit transfer, and transformational change that will set us apart from other universities. But we are not out of the woods yet. Our next looming problem is that the Ontario economy is struggling with debt. The government has made a commitment to eliminate the deficit by 2017, and that will mean significant belt tightening. The government is pressing for wage restraint, has indicated that universities will not receive any more base funding, and is pushing for us to continue with our change agenda. Basically, they are asking us to do more with less. We will have to face some very significant pressures to restrain wage increases to zero. We will have to continue to restructure our pension plans, and we'll have to find ways to deal with inflation. Fortunately, as part of the activities we predicted in Integrated Plan 2, we have already started on a process to prioritize everything we do. Over the next few months, beginning with a letter that I will send out to every member of the community next week, we will have to start looking at everything that we do that uses resources: money, people, facilities, and time. We will have to determine what it is that we must protect, what it is that we must strengthen, and what it is that we have to stop doing. It will not be an easy task, but we have to do this to ensure our continued success. And the only fair way to do this is through a very open and transparent process. one where we will develop and share information and data with our internal community to understand why and how we will make decisions. In fact, this task is so important that it is our #1 priority for the coming year. But more of that later, because today is about celebration. The celebration of a new academic year, the celebration of our past achievements, the celebration of looking forward. There is no doubt that adding 4,500 new undergraduate and about 750 new graduate students to campus changes the energy levels here. There is something rejuvenating about their excitement to start school, and we're very fortunate to be able to share and participate in that spirit. So today is about celebrating our community, our bonds, our connections, and thinking about the ways in which we can again triumph in the face of adversity and cling together to be successful. 3 years ago, we were recognized as the world's most caring university. In addition to our recognized prowess in teaching and learning and in research, this is a really important accolade. We know that there is nowhere like the University of Guelph. Nowhere where the spirit of caring is so strong. Nowhere where people work so closely together. Nowhere where you can truly say that everyone is dedicated to making the university a success. But it is truly amazing to know that other people from outside, see us in that light. They see us as a close-knit family of champions, the spirit of academic freedom, freedom of speech and human rights, a place that cares about the environment, about people, about health, about our communities. They see us as the world's most caring university. Well, of course, every family has its arguments, days when things don't go so well, and a modicum of disagreement, and we are never immune to such things. But I think we do need to start seeing ourselves as others see us. We are focused on changing lives and improving life, and there's never been a more important time to take action. Inside the university, we've already started our United Way campaign. Every year we manage to exceed our own aggressive fundraising targets. We lead the city in giving, and with the Leaders Fund. Last year we raised more than $570,000, and I want to encourage each and every single member of our community to be engaged this year. With your help, I know we can be even more successful. So before I finish, I have 2 things that I want to do. First, I want to make a shameless plug. A plug for an event on Saturday on Johnson Green at 1 o'clock. Last year, we met to try and set a world record to pack 150,000 meals in 1 hour. Meals that would go to emergency aid relief. We actually packed 159,840 meals in 58 minutes because we ran out of food. So this year, we're aiming to pack 200,000 meals. But not to be outdone, we've bought enough food for 400,000. So I'm asking you all, please, to come to Johnson Green, 1 o'clock on Saturday, for an hour of your time to pack 400,000 meals in order to absolutely shatter our own world record and make a huge difference. This year, the food will go to Mauritania, a country in the west of Africa that is about to dip into an appalling famine that will very significantly impact the lives of the people in that country. So see you on Saturday. If we're not on Johnson Green, if the weather is unkind, we'll be back in here. The second thing that I want to do is something that gives me great pleasure, and that is to thank the staff of Hospitality Services. Thank them for their breakfast today. Thank the crew who set up the field house. But actually, that's a much bigger thank you for everything they do for making the University of Guelph #1 in terms of food service. Thank you to hospitality staff. Finally then, can I congratulate our award winners once more, and those people celebrating milestones of service, whether it's 25, 30, 35, 40 or more years, or anything in between, and thank all of you. Thank you for making the University of Guelph the very special place that it is. And let's see what we can do for another fantastic year for this place that we all love and care about so much. Thank you very much indeed.